Challenge Amon, let's use the Dehaka. So I'm going to pick the new ability. Made a little bit of a mistake here. I'm supposed to use my hero ability first, because it doesn't cost anything. Press the Z too fast. So in the early game, you can discover Primal Zerg cards. Right, we can pick another Roaches, so we have a triple. The Dehaka is definitely a strong early game hero. You can pick him to carry your teammates in the early game if they're playing some hero that doesn't have much in the early game. So before round A, we should continuously discover primal cards using our hero ability. Meanwhile, try to find cards from the store so we can have the triple. We will level up to level 4, that way we can use our triple to discover. Once we have the card Dehaka, we can be greedy about our essence. Once you have the card Dehaka, you can always pick the +5 essence for all of the cards. But of course, you can adjust accordingly based on how your teammates perform if you're playing co-op. So the hybrid round is kind of difficult for everybody. It's very easy to lose at this round. It's quite normal. So I find one Mutalisk and discover one. At this round, we're gonna use Mutalisk to proc all of the essence. You want to at least proc your Mutalisk once before you evolve all of your units. That way you make sure you have a bunch of Primal Guardian. They're specialized to deal with armor units. The Dehaka usually will be falling off in the mid game, and that's where your teammates should have stepped in and, make sure it doesn't lose too much health. So I'm already at level 4, we can proc these triple. Above 9 difficulty, you want to make sure you have the Void Shade upgrade on all of your units before the last rounds. So about round 8 to round 10, you want to at least evolve your primal unit once. And for the rest of the round, all of your essence go to your primal Mutalisk. At the last 3 rounds, save up all of your essence for the Primordial Fury upgrades. Now, of course, you can tempt something like all of the essence funnel into a really huge Queen of Blade with the Primordial upgrades. But that, of course, requires you to have 2 Kerrigans very early on, so you can plan for that. Right, we can sell this Mirage, it's no longer useful with another Dehaka. Primal Igniter is not a great one. Maybe you can try a really long range Primal Igniter with AoE attack and the lifesteal buff. Let me think about this. I might as well let these enter, and after next round we will hit evolve. And then for the rest of the round, we will just get the +5 essence. So 25k at round 7 is very strong early on. But from now on, we might be falling off. So it depends on your teammate. You can choose to be greedy and get a lot of essence and don't use the evolve all units. The only good option for us right now is the oversupply, and we are going to level up to try to locate Queen of Blade and Void Construction, and also a unique card called Dark Invasion. It will change your card's faction, and that's very useful for the Dehaka because majority of your card will be neutral, but you need all different factions to gain a stronger Void Shade. So this is where we're falling off. We're not going to be able to defeat all of those Dark Archon. Okay, we're going to be very greedy here, and my plan is to get all of the essence before we proc those essence for Mutalisk, evolve all of the units, and then proc the essence. So we'll have a bunch of Guardian that specialize to deal with armor units, and rest of the essence will get converted into Mutalisk. We are going to lose to this scientific vessel because it do a lot of ability damage and AoEs. Here goes my Mutalisk. Bit lucky here, we've been fed 2 triples here. Probably gonna pick the Death Grip. I think the range upgrade for Primal Mutalisk is kind of useless, because for the last round when you go against Amon, the Hybrid doesn't really care with all of their AoEs. I was kind of hoping we can discover another Primal Ultralisk. What I really should have done, just get the +5 essence. We have all of the Mutalisks, should be able to deal with this. Before the last talent, we want to hit the evolve here, and afterwards you need to collect essence for the last round for the Primal Fury. We could use the high technology. I'm not seeing any Kerrigan and Void Construct. Okay, I already have another Malage, so we're not going to pick the Void Shade upgrade. We're not selling anything, so we're not picking the boost upgrade. So the only option is between Bandit Experience and the Tactical Equipment. We're gonna choose the 3 random upgrade with increase on upgrade limit. That way we can super buff our Primal Mutalisk. So the last round I led the Mutalisk to proc all of the essence. We should be fine in terms of army value. Now we just collect all of the essence for the last round. If we can get a Queen of Blade, that would be great, because Queen of Blade will nerf enemies Void Shade. So I'm playing on Nightmare difficulty, which is not that hard. The enemy Void Shade buff only go up to 100 at the last round. I think for Torment it go up to 256% at the last round. We will try the Torment difficulty next video, and afterwards we will try the Torment Plus. So I find the Dark Invasion card I was talking about. Now you can see it in action. So that gives us Protoss and Terran. We only have to find another Zerg card to have full Void Shade upgrades. So the enemy hero units will have this invincible buff until there aren't any enemy units around them. So usually they're the last one to get killed. You know, that was easy. Round 14 is the second last round. So all we left to do is try to either get more upgrades and try to find Queen of Blades and Void Construct. Right, we should be defeating the Phoenix here, no problem. Alright, so here's the last round we're facing against Amon. Again, we try to find another Kerrigan to form Queen of Blade and see if we can find a Void Construct. Right, we didn't find anything. Let's get the Primordial Fury. So the Primordial Fury gives us 63% damage buff and lifesteal. At higher difficulty, you probably want to plan it carefully and get more stacks. And there you go, Dehaka defeats Nightmare difficulty Amon. It's relatively easy.